a dark horse, it's like at the Kentucky Derby. The dark horse is the horse with the bad odds who actually ends up winning. I think like the last Kentucky Derby, the horse that won had 100-to-1 odds. So whoever bet on that horse hit an enormous jackpot. So the problem with a lot of women's strategies is, Rich Cooper talks about this. They hang out at the winner's circle and try to pick the winners.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's always easier and safer to bet on a horse after the race is run. Yeah. You know who the winners are. But the issue is that's just one horse and maybe 100 adoring fans.
There you go.
So it's like women have to be really honest with themselves. Can you beat out 99 other women?
They think they can.
For that horse. A lot of them do.
All the time.
A lot of them do.
They really do think they can, man, which is funny.
A lot of women think that they're 1% women, for sure.
Yep.
Now, some women don't have that. And another strategy is to try to find the winner before the race is run.
Yeah.
This requires becoming a better judge of character, to be able to like look at the horse's teeth and their forelocks or whatever the hell it is and say, oh yeah, this one's going to go the distance. And you can enter into a relationship with a guy who will be a future winner before the race is run, and then you really hit the jackpot. Because it's always easier to defend a relationship from the inside than to try to take it from the outside. Like defending a castle is always easier than capturing a castle, right?
Absolutely.
Defenders always have a slight advantage.
Yeah.
So the ambition is basically like, this guy has not just potential. Women don't really care much about potential, but he has a vision, he has a path, and he's hardworking. That's one I hear a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which basically means I'm betting on this pony before the horse is run because I think he has a good chance of going the distance.
Yeah.
And I can't compete with the other 99 women in the winner's circle. That's actually a smarter strategy for a lot of girls.
Let me ask you this, playing on analogies and stuff like this. You said women need to find their dark horse.
It's one strategy.
Yeah, that's what, being able to find the winning horse, etc. Would you agree that most women suck at finding this dark horse?
Yeah.
What if I told you, I think for a woman to be good at finding a dark horse, they need an expert, and that expert is going to be someone might have practiced some equestrian in the past, etc. And I think that guy is going to be their father or their brother. And why I say that is because you have a man who's not sexually motivated to be around you, that has if it's a healthy family, a significant interest in you finding the best mate. Because if you don't, they're on the hook for taking care of you, especially the dad. So they will be able to help you assess this dark horse from a better perspective, because they can see things that the woman might not be able to. And what I've realized is that a lot of times women are blinded by how the man makes them feel. We talked about Machiavellian traits before, how a man is able to, and these dark triad traits, these traits allow the woman to think that he has confidence and competence, etc., falsely. Whereas a father coming in or a brother coming in would immediately detect that.
Yeah.
And I think a big reason why so many women fail, right, is we've looked at it like, as women have become more and more single and independent and have had more and more options in the dating market, well, marriage rates have plummeted. Women have report less happiness, etc. Relationships are in the toilet. Well, that's because women are making the sexual selections themselves. But I think if they bring in a trusted male individual who also is, I guess, a horse, they could tell you, hey, this guy, this horse is good. Take it. It might not look good right now, but when he gets across the finish line and beats everybody else, we'll be able to update the horseshoes. We'll be able to update the grain that the horse eats. We'll be able to update the mane and all these other things, because he's going to win. The potential is there, but women aren't able to see this.
It takes one to know one.
Yeah,
I love that. I think that was really well said. When a woman says,
you set it up my friend,
that no man has ever said no to me before in my life, that's a failing of her father and her brother.
Bam.
Absolutely. What a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, that said, some women can be very difficult to talk to. I've tried to have some of those conversations with my own sister, and it didn't often go very well.
Yeah. No, it's tough. I mean, I've had that uncomfortable conversation with my sister. I remember she was in her late 20s. She was about to go into med school, and I told her, you only have now to find your guy. You need to do it now, because you're going to get older, you're going to make more money, and you are going to be doomed. You will not be able to find a man. You need to fucking do it right now. And she ended up finding a guy, and good on her, who's also in the same profession, right? So there's some semblance of the guy has his shit together,
security,
and he's in competency and etc. But I told her straight up, because this is just what it is. Successful women end up, I always say, men become free from their success, women become prisoners of their success. And girls need to, if you're going to go into a certain profession, etc., find a guy. I mean, girls that want to do that, go to school and become educated, I tell them, find a guy while you're in school.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's a fantastic way to meet a guy because he's on the up and up. You're on the up and up. If you guys go into the same career field, that's fine. Just make sure he's better than you and go from there. But yeah, I mean, but I think have a male influence that isn't self-motivated through sexual motivation, a brother, a cousin, an uncle, some kind of trusted male counterpart. This is why I think arranged marriages work have worked so long, and why they were a thing is because even though there might have not been maybe an emotional bond, etc., to the same degree, the woman was at least cared for and taken care of from a provisioning standpoint.
I could go very personal here as well. My granddad, rest in peace to him, he told my mom my dad was a bad bet. And because my Machiavellian traits, not really caring that much, more of like a lone wolf, but more like, I want to say, good with game and telling her what she wants to hear, she fell for it, and he left. He said he was coming back to the house. He never came back, and that's why I'm here alone now. But the point is that, like, she should listen to my granddad, because my granddad knew what was.
He called it. He said that this guy's not a good bet, and she ended up getting with him anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So